Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and welcome to the breakdown of the Lost Colony expansion pass trailer. So much was shown in this trailer, and man, everything looks amazing, from the ARK 2 stuff that we're seeing here to all the new things that are being added early in the day zero content for the Lost Colony play. This looks like ARK 2 to me, and if this is, I gotta say, this is beautiful. The voice sync to the lip sync is so good. It looks amazing. This new meta-human platform that they have for Unreal Engine is honestly insane. The expressions are good. The body movements are good. Everything looks exactly like it needs to. But this is not the main part of what we're going to go through today. Just know that it looks absolutely amazing. But let's scroll through all the way to where they start talking about the new stuff. So if you guys are wondering, when is this coming out? Well, it is coming out today, June 19th, sometime in the evening. We have no idea. That's wildcard evening time, which could be 7 o'clock their time, which would be 9 o'clock CST my time, or it could be all the way until 2 o'clock in the morning my time, midnight their time. It's such a long span of time that they could be announcing this and talking about this stuff, but everything Ragnarok day zero content and the Bison were all postponed until tomorrow night. But they did give us the trailer in compensation, I guess. But I have to say, it's actually worth the compensation that we got here. So let's get into what we're getting on the day zero content. First things first is this adorable little creature right here called the Veil Wind. The Veil Wind is a adorable little creature. I have to say, one of my favorite designed creatures so far, besides the other creature that was introduced in today's trailer. And this has got me hyped for the way that it is. This captivating companion dynamically enhances your adventures with an aura-based buff for defense, offense, and speed. Guessing it has multiple buffs for each of those, which is awesome, because I'm going to be speeding around like a mofo with this thing if that is the case. Not only that, it unleashes its active abilities to revitalize yourself and your creatures, so it might have a healing aura, or to empower your next decisive strike, possibly giving you an attack percentage bonus whenever you have this aura activated. Prepare for a game changer, they say. This is verbatim theirs. This creature can evolve into one of two formidable forms with the official release of Lost Colony, which has now been postponed from November 2025 to December of 2025. So it's been postponed by a month. Obviously, we had no official release date for it yet, so it doesn't really bother me. Plus, that's still 6 months out before we get it. I'm going to expect it to come out same time as we got Extinction last year, which was sometime around the 19th or 20th, so literally about 6 months from now. So the awesome thing about this is, though, is it has two new forms, something that has never been seen in ARK before. A creature can literally evolve into one or two things. You better watch out, ARK, because Nintendo might be coming for you for using the word evolve, because God forbid that you use anything Pokemon related. So lawyer up. But yeah, that looks absolutely insane. It says that it will each unlock brand new and potent abilities, which I'm really excited to see exactly what that's going to mean once we get Lost Colony later this year. Now, it's got this really cool ability as well here on the screen, where it just seems like it's teleporting around all over the place just to attack this trike. If that is an ability that it has to kind of like zip zop into everything, that's going to be awesome. It has also been confirmed that this is going to be companion-like, just like the Armadago. So this is going to be something that's going to be running around with you. If you have it in companion mode, it cannot die. But if you have a pack of them out, they can die if they're not in companion mode. So it's going to be really cool to see exactly what this thing is going to be capable of when we see it tomorrow. But then the next thing that they show us here is the amazing little dudes that I love so much. The new Drakelings. This is the Fantastic Tame that they bundled into the purchase of the Lost Colony expansion pass stuff. That's why whenever we first seen this trailer on stream yesterday, it said expansion pass early editions. I thought that this was also going to be part of the Lost Colony. It is not. This is our new Fantastic Tame. They just decided to bundle it into the package so that we didn't have to spend $35. We basically spent $25 for the new DLC, and then we spent $5 for the Drakelings. Same thing that we did on the other Fantastic Tames. And right here, they have a bunch of inserts for this because there's two separate things that they have. So on the Lost Colony expansion pass day 1 content side, they have a really vague example of what they can do. You gain the immediate access to the enchanting Drakelings, a miniature dragon that serve as both steadfast shoulder pet and a versatile tool. With 4 distinct variational versions of it, it says seasonal variants, each offering unique passive benefits and the ability to be wielded for powerful attacks and a tactical support for your allies. That is absolutely insane, and it looks really, really cool. And then if we go up into the actual side where it says the Fantastic Tames Drakelings, which is its own page, because until the release of Lost Colony, these will be part of a bundle, and then after Lost Colony is officially released, they will be separated, and then you will have to pay for the Drakeling and the Lost Colony separately. So now is the time to go ahead and buy this if this is something that you are looking into. But down here we get a little bit more descriptive on what these little guys can do. Introducing the latest addition to the ARK Fantastic Tame series, these enchanting diminutive dragons have remarkable adaptability, acting as both steadfast shoulder pets and versatile tools for survivors. Kind of a repeat, but they come in 4 distinct seasonal variants, each bring distinct yet significant advantages to those they bond with. So I've kind of deferred which ones I think are which, and I will let you guys know as I read them out. The Spring Drakeling, which I believe is going to be the far left dragon right over here, I believe that's going to be him, is a creature embodying the season of renewal and invigorates both survivor and mount with gentle surge of life, enhancing the resilience and swiftness. We don't know what that is going to be like yet. The only thing that I can guess from 2 of these, because a lot of these kind of have the same type of effect from the sound of it. We'll see what their difference is when we get this released sometime tomorrow night. I feel like we're gonna get one that has a like healing effect, and then one that has a speed boost, which is gonna be the spring one that has both of those. Enhancing their resilience, I don't know what that can mean. Maybe that just means that our armor isn't gonna break as often, or maybe we can take a few more hits than usual. I have no idea. The Summer Drakeling, which I believe is the one shown kind of front and center on the screen, but it's the 3rd dragon from the left, is touched by the warmth of the season, offers a valuable resistance against debilitating effects, and this is why I say they kind of sound similar. This one to me sounds like a resistance to poisons or knockout or whatever the case may be. Could be something like that. And it also allows for greater control in perilous encounters, which that's the part that kind of made me think that, you know what, this might be for going up against like Titanoboas or anything that causes like fear roar or anything like that. That I think is what this little guy is going to be used for. The Autumnal, which I think is a really interesting name, which I believe is the very last one on the right hand side, embodies the bounty of fall, subtly enhances the yield of gathered resources while providing a remarkable adaptability to diverse climates. I feel like this is going to be like a otter, where it's going to make us warmer or colder, and it's going to help with hypo and hyper installation, and it also is going to help us gather more resources. So that's going to be a really interesting creature to have just to walk around with. You can go into the volcano biome on Ragnarok when it releases alongside this tomorrow, get you a bunch of charcoal from the charcoal trees, and then maybe even go up to the north and gather whatever it is, maybe some fur up there, and the autumnal dragon will be able to help you. And now the last one, which I believe is the 2nd dragon on the left, the little green guy, the light green guy with the blue paws, adorable, with its frosty aura, offers a tangible reduction in incoming threats. So this might mean that we have a reduction to incoming projectile damage or incoming like attacks from dinos, like maybe the dinos like sea attacks or anything like that. It doesn't really say, but also it helps us control descent from great heights. So maybe this is something that we can kind of actually fly around with a little bit. It looks adorable. I really like it. Also, apparently, beyond their individual seasonal aspects, if all of the Drakelings are befriended together, it unlocks their full potential, which is very interesting. But before that, it says all the Drakelings exhibit an affinity for survival, aiding in the discovery of essential supplies and treasures, which it does show later on in the trailer, while offering controlled descent when falling from heights. So maybe it's not going to be as good of it from the other three compared to the wintry Drakeling, but we're going to see that whenever we test it out. Drakelings can be wielded in combat, enhancing the reach of their breath. Each seasonal variant can project its core essence onto allies, offering tactical support. That sounds awesome. And then, like it says down here at the bottom, like I kind of skipped ahead to, seeking out and befriending all 4 of the Drakelings unlocks their full potential. Whether it be providing passive enhancements, active combat support, or unique utility, these friendly miniature dragons are a distinctive and valuable addition to the survivor's capabilities in the expanding world of ARK. And it honestly seems like that too. And here in the trailer, we also see them. This is the little treasure chest. Yep, there it is right there. That is the treasure chest that they were talking about. Maybe this is going to be a more advanced form of what the Armadoggo's like armament caches were like, or maybe even the treasure chest that we originally got with the Frontier pack in the Bob's Tall Tales. It could be better gear, it could be new gear, we have no idea. Something to look forward to once we get this little guy unlocked tomorrow. And yeah, honestly, they just look awesome, and then you can just set things on fire. Now this new thing right here, something that I have been working with on Dune, and I think is a very, very valuable addition to this. Probably one of the most amazing additions that we've got, and probably the part that makes this worth the most money, is the build templates. No longer do you have to sit there and constantly try to remember how you built a certain thing, because this right here can build it for you. And that is the awesome part about this. And a little bit of a blurb that they have here about it as well is that it revolutionizes and simplifies your base building with a central tool that they call the template hammer. The structure template system allows you to select a portion of your existing base, save it as a reusable template, and then easily replicate that structure in other locations. Say goodbye to tedious repetition and hello to rapid base expansion and consistent design. I'm already liking the options that they have selected on there, and I gotta say, this seems like a very, very, very well worth money tool. If this was $10 by itself, I probably would have paid for it, because this just seems so good and too good to not get my hands on. Then we go through here a little bit more, and it shows us some more of the additions and stuff, and it looks really insane. But then right here we get our first look at the official skill tree that has been leaked for a while because of the ARK beta dev kit that was released a few weeks ago, and we get to see kind of what it looks like. And I gotta say, it's like every other skill tree I've ever seen. You get some points per level up, and then you can dunk those points wherever you feel like your character needs to go. And I gotta say, it looks awesome. One thing I do want to know though is this something that we're gonna get a new tonic for? Instead of like the mind wipe tonic, we get the skill mind tonic, where we end up having to reset our skills using different things, and that's how you can do it. Because maybe I don't want to be stuck into heavy footed, which they're showing here, where I'm taking fall damage and knocking enemies back, which is super cool. But maybe this is something that we can have turned off or turned on for a server. Things that we got to find out tomorrow, and hopefully stuff that they put in the patch notes whenever this is released. But honestly, this does look really cool, and they show us what the heavy footed stuff does. You can see it just absolutely knocks them back, and that little area of effect is crazy. 10 meters is actually quite far from the player, so that could give you some really good headroom to survive. And then one of the other things here, this is one that I kind of feel is a little bit controversial for me specifically. I don't know, but they already had the paid mod version of the Tech Underground Bunker, I don't know how I feel about this, to be entirely truthful with you guys. I'm excited to see how this works in game and see how it operates. But for somebody like me that normally plays PvE, the only thing I can see using this for is a super intense version of a storage unit, because that way I literally build this thing, I close it off, make it look nice, and then bingo bango, I got myself a brand new freaking storage unit. Like, that's the only thing I can really see this for. We'll test it out whenever I get the opportunity to, after this is released later today, and we'll probably do a stream on this later today as well after it comes out. I will probably be at work as it releases, and then, you know, I'll come and stream it for you guys afterwards so we can look at it firsthand. And yeah, it looks amazing, but I'm kind of weary of it. And then this right here, the Dark Tech cosmetic set, looks insane. I actually really like this cosmetic set. It says, don this striking fusion of gothic elegance and sci-fi technology with a captivating bloodthirst. It looks really good. I like the sword skin that it has. I like the tech skin that it has. Maybe we can wear this for all armor and maybe not just the tech skin, but it does say dark tech. So I'm hoping that this can be put on any suit of armor, but if it is only tech, I'm okay with that. And then the Drakeling skin, they call it the dark Drakeling skin. It looks really good, and I'm really excited to see what this looks like. So yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is awesome. It looks amazing. Lost Colony has been postponed until December of 2025 instead of November of 2025. So if that was something that you were looking forward to, we have one more extra month to wait for it, which I think is okay, because we should be getting Valguero between Ragnarok and then. So I'm excited for that. Not only that, but we also have Ragnarok coming out tomorrow with the Bison as well. So much new content to look forward to tomorrow. Hopefully it actually releases on time, since we spent 9.5 hours yesterday waiting for it just to get this 3-minute trailer. And I gotta say, I'm honestly excited. I've already bought it. I'm already ready. I'm excited. It's downloaded. Let's get this going. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the breakdown of the Lost Colony trailer and all the awesome stuff that we're getting. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow whenever we go in and dive headfirst into Ragnarok, the Bison, and all the Lost Colony content that we are getting. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead, if you're feeling gracious, leave a like, because it lets me and YouTube know that you are enjoying the content. Not only that, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, because the support here has been amazing here recently. And last but not least, comment down below. Tell me what you guys are most excited for, not only for the Lost Colony itself when it releases later this year, but for what we're getting tomorrow with Day Zero, and what are you excited for with Ragnarok. But besides everything else, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Have your guys' selves a good day, a good night, and a good week. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.